Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, George Lucas's first film, which was originally his student film, THX-1138, or THX-1138, or THX-1138. Whatever floats your boat, it's all good with me. It's all just numbers. H. Boomer is with us as always, and Big Al, special guest tonight. How are you, Big Al?
I am doing okay. Hanging in there.
Well, nice of you to join us. It's always good to have you on. And you said this is your
thank you for having me.
This is your first time watching it live with us, or you've watched it before?
I've never watched this film. Never seen it.
Okay, so it's like a reaction video.
I know the basics. I know a few concepts, but I've never sat down and enjoyed it from beginning to end.
It's a very thoughtful romantic comedy.
Yeah, well, it looks it. It definitely looks it. You know.
And how are you, Mr. Boomer?
I'm doing good. I am looking forward to another watch of this. This was a weird one. This is I feel like this comes from the era of Logan's Run and Soylent Green and stuff like that. That's what this feels like, Lisa.
I was thinking Logan's Run when I was kind of reading a little bit about it. I was like, man, it sounds a lot like Logan's Run, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of a weird movie. I'm not gonna lie, this is a weird movie. I think I've read someone explain that this is more like I could be wrong here. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie, but I thought it was like George Lucas was wanting to give you a snapshot into the life of one of these characters in this future. That it's not really that plot heavy. It's just this is sort of what happens. It's just like happens to him in the span of a few days. But you know,
he said he really wanted to make a movie with no dialogue at all, just all visuals.
Interesting. Okay,
that would have been weird.
Interesting, weird, yeah.
Could have been, depending on how, a film like that, you've really got to know what you're doing in order to convey the plot.
Well, I don't know if either of y'all ever read the G.I. Joe comic book, but issue number 21, called The Silent Issue, had no dialogue in it at all. And that is like the most coveted G.I. Joe comic book. If you got a rag version of it, it's worth a good bit of money today.
Really?
Yeah. It's the most valuable G.I. Joe comic book, issue 21. It's called The Silent Issue.
Issue 21, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
You got a copy of it lying around? You don't want? You got my address?
I have an old Beavis and Butthead comic book. Would you like that? Beavis and Butthead comics? Remember those?
I'm okay. But thank you for the offer.
The Beavis and Butthead comics were funny in that, you know how in the old cartoon they used to make fun of music videos. In the Beavis and Butthead comic book, they would, because it was a Marvel Comics print, so they would make fun of. You would hear them doing commentary over Marvel Comics scenes. So there'd be like a scene with Spider-Man, and they're like making fun of the fight with him and Venom and Carnage, and he's like, and then they see Mary Jane. They like Mary Jane, and they just tore a picture out of her in the laundry and said, "Just tear that page out. Makes comic book collecting a lot easier." That's what one of them said.
Speaking about Spider-Man, I was at Target over the weekend, and look what I found. It's a Target exclusive.
Hobgoblin.
Look at that. Look at that.
I have the origin of the Hobgoblin trade paperback from back in the day.
I have the original.
It's funny watching him fighting the Hobgoblin, and you see on the mark.
He glows in the dark too. He glows in the dark.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
That's kind of neat.
I know. And he came with a t-shirt that I'll never ever wear, so I sent it to a friend. So.
Oh, really? You know what's interesting? No, when he's fighting the Hobgoblin on the streets of, I guess, Manhattan or whatever in the comic book, you see a movie theater in the background, and on the marquee is now playing Return of the Jedi. So I guess that's like an indicator as to when that was when that storyline was coming out.
Let's acknowledge the chat real quick.
Sure.
Hello, Sir Ian. I'm sorry you can't join us tonight, but I fully understand it. It's a lot later where you're at. But thank you for stopping in. And you are correct. The bike crash, the stuntman did walk away, and it went a little more over the top than originally planned.
Literally.
We'll get to that. No spoilers for Big Al. Go Team Ghost Planet Go. How are you? Good to see you. Zootopia's in the house. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Oh, you got a McDonald's Hobgoblin toy car. That's cool.
I have a Lois Lane Burger King toy car from a Burger King kids meal.
Robert Kingsley. Yeah, to me, the Hobgoblin is Ned Leeds, and let's just leave it at that. And the Marvel editors just kind of ruined. Let's not go there tonight. Yeah. Don't get me off topic. Go Team Ghost Planet Go.
Anyway, we're here to talk about, is this George Lucas's actual directorial debut?
Yes, this was a student film. Originally, it was a student film that he did. He won all the awards at UCLA for this film. Steven Spielberg said it was the best science fiction film he'd ever seen, I guess, at that point in time. It got him a gig with Warner Brothers. He could come and observe any director making any film that he wanted, and he chose Francis Ford Coppola, who was making a Fred Astaire film. So, and while he was doing that, he made a documentary of the making of the film. He became friends with Francis Ford Coppola, and Francis Ford Coppola said, "Hey George, why don't you write a full script for that THX movie, and we'll make it into a movie?" And George Lucas said, "Well, you know, I'm not good at script writing." True story. And Francis Ford Coppola said, "You're right. Get a friend to help you." And Francis Ford Coppola had just got a new deal with Warner Brothers to start American Zoetrope. And this was their first movie. They had a budget of $777,777 for this film.
Wow, that's awfully specific.
I know, but that was the budget. And they made the movie. The studio pretty much left them the hell alone. They just read the script and they're like, "All right, cool, go do it." They watched the movie. They said, "What the hell is this?" And they asked for their money back from Francis Ford Coppola. It pretty much bankrupted Francis Ford Coppola. And George Lucas kind of got a bad taste in his mouth for the Hollywood system. And they cut 5 minutes out of the film. They didn't spend anything on marketing the movie. It bombed. And years later, George Lucas put the 5 minutes back in the film, and then he kind of cleaned it up with some special effects. And I mean, today it's like a science fiction classic, but at the time it was just like no one knew what to think of it. No one knew what to do with it.
I'm kind of go ahead.
Yeah. Literally ahead of its time.
Yeah.
When he added the effects, was that around the time of the Star Wars special editions?
Yeah.
Because he added, of course, effects with those movies, and I kept thinking that when I was watching this felt like something. Because I remember, I think I did see this in the '90s when it got a re-release, because they were making a big deal out of the fact that it was getting a re-release, and I guess this was before the prequels came out, and they were making a big deal out of not only the special editions, but also you get to see his original THX movie, and everybody was making a big deal because, of course, you think of THX, you think of the audio and video sound remastering program. You know, that was always neat when you'd get a DVD and it would have THX on the front of it.
Yeah,
and that would play before. And I had some anime movies that even had THX, which I thought was neat. You know, it's like,
Speaking about anime, I got the Demon Slayer soundtrack.
How is it?
It's got parts that I like. You know, I don't understand when they start singing in Japanese. I'm just like, yeah, you go, y'all, you go.
I've never seen Demon Slayer. I know that was a big deal movie. Is it the movie soundtrack you got, or is it the series? It's like the movie.
Okay, it's a 2-disc set. I can't read any of the words on the CD case. So the eBay listing said Demon Slayer soundtrack 2-disc set. I'm like, cool, I'll buy it. Because one of Rebecca's.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead. You were saying? I was wondering how much.
How much did I pay for it? I think I paid $15.
Okay, that's not bad.
I didn't pay a lot. I got the cheapest one on eBay. Most of them were going for like around $40, I think.
That's usually a typical price.
I think 15, and I was like, done. But Rebecca's little girl Sarah loves Demon Slayer, and she would talk about Demon Slayer. And
gotcha.
I I was like, well, I should probably expand my horizon some because I always need more CDs to buy, right?
Well, I didn't think you bought like the Japanese imports though, because you couldn't read the liner notes and everything and stuff like that.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm trusting it's Demon Slayer. I haven't seen it, and I don't, like I said, I can't read it. But
Okay.
I was looking at some others on eBay, and I'm like, oh, I'll give that a try. You know, I like that Akira LP you got me for Christmas.
Oh, you did? I have a lot of I have quite a few Japanese anime scores. I have a few of the Ghibli ones, which are really nice. Which I need to know that composer's name because he's a great film composer. Hold on, I want to say it's Hisashi, but
you could probably look up Demon Slayer online and see the logo and compare.
Princess Mononoke score by yeah, Joe. Yeah, that's I think okay. I thought this was it. Joe Hisashi. I think that's how you say his name. If I got it wrong, but a few of his scores.
You just
pretty neat.
It's got a real nice packaging. It's got a nice texture to the paper.
Well, over there, like over in Japan, CDs are actually a lot more expensive than they are over here. They're like
poster with it. Check that out.
Oh yeah,
I was even thinking about framing that, and it's got a bunch of words on the back that I can't read.
You know what's interesting? Yeah, Bourbon though, but like CDs were always a lot more money over in Japan, where they'd cost 20 over here, they'd be 50 over there back in the day. That's why a lot of like American bands that were released CDs over there, they'd usually give the Japanese a bonus track. Like if it was a garbage CD, you'd get like an extra garbage song on the CD, maybe that might be exclusive to that release because they didn't want the Japanese buying the import releases that might be cheaper from over here from us. They, you buy in your own country and you buy the expensive. But CDs were very expensive over there, and I don't know if that's still the case, but yeah, it's interesting.
Speaking about Japanese, I went to return the Star Wars soundtracks Japanese pressing LPs this week.
Yeah,
it's $50 to ship them back, and I'm like,
do it?
I think the exact figure I paid was $270 and change. So time I put $50, I'm down to $220. I don't know.
Don't do it.
I think I'm just going to keep them. And I've had them for almost 4 months now too, so it's.
I would hold off. You'll probably be able to sell those on eBay at some point if you get into that, or maybe even if you go to like a swap meet or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do vinyl music collectors have swap meets?
I guess.
Is that a thing? They probably have. Maybe you could start a trend, Daniel.
I'm sure there's stuff like that for everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably just keep them. Just keep them.
Well, keep them. You never know. You may be able to get something for them someday. Because I had a problem with when I got I ordered the Core Graphics Mini from Japan, and it came over here. I was very excited, and I ordered it from Amazon Japan, and it came with a controller that didn't work, and I was furious. And I'm like, this is getting shipped back, and I went down to the post office, and they said, "Oh, we need a phone number for this." I'm like, "It's Amazon. You're not going to get their phone number." And then I'm like,
Jeff Bezos' a cell phone number?
Yeah, funny. Yeah, or whoever his equivalent is in Japan. Yeah. And I'm like, this, and I came to the conclusion, if I send this back, it's going to cost me a lot of money, and who knows if it's going to get there, because I'm not trusting the person who's sending it. So I kept it. And then like a month or two later, they announced wireless controllers for the TurboGrafx Mini over here. And they even had ones that matched my Core Graphics Mini. So I'll just buy the wireless controllers and use those on it instead. So I guess I was smart not sending it back, but I thought about it because I was mad. But anyway, THX. I got a small topic.
So I just want to say real fast, 151 subscribers. Thank you, everyone who has subscribed. I greatly appreciate it. I'm eternally touched and very grateful.
Woohoo.
And also, Rambo Rewatch is over 11,000 views.
I'm telling you, dude, we got to get to that.
All who clicked on it and watched at least 30 seconds. I appreciate it.
We got to do a Rambo rewatch at some point. The actual Rambo movie, the sequel to First Blood.
Well, we should probably just become a Rambo content channel at this point.
Don't joke. I think if you're a Ghostbusters content channel, you'll do very well now. If Rambo or anything has, if like something old is going to have a cool resurgence, if you get in on the ground floor, you could probably do something with that. But
I mean, I'm just shocked and amazed. I checked it this morning. I'm like, wow, 11,000. I was floored when it hit 10. I'm like, wow. But it seems to get like 1,000 views per week. I don't understand it. We
people
got two
think
people
they're watching Rambo. I don't know.
So, but yeah, maybe we should start this film.
Yep. So you're gonna do a 3, 2, 1?
Well, where are we starting?
Well,
I have the Warner Brothers logo coming up. Is that what you have, Big Al? Do you have a Warner Brothers logo, like the newer one, coming up before you start?
I've got the little wavy thing with the studios.
Yeah.
That's the one I have too. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So we're starting basically at the beginning then.
At the beginning of the movie, yeah.
Okay, let me get to where it starts.
We could start halfway in.
There we go. I got it just as these little studio warehouses show up.
Yep, that's where I'm at too.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
Dun, 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 dun. That's my way of telling you where I was.
I'm sure George Lucas, after this movie, listen, just let me keep the extra 5 minutes in. I have this project I'm working on. It's called Star Wars. I'll even give you merchandising rights. Just let me keep the no.
Ooh, Buck Rogers.
Yeah, and this is in there because George Lucas said this was like a way to show what it is to be a heroic character. Because Buck Rogers is just an average guy who does heroic things.
Mm-hmm. You know what'd be funny, actually, if George Lucas bought the rights to, well, he can't, not, obviously it's not going to happen now, but he bought the rights to Buck Rogers now, made a Buck Rogers trilogy just on his own.
Well, yeah, he wanted to make Flash Gordon.
Dude,
he couldn't get the rights. So he made Star Wars.
He could get the rights now.
He could rights to anything.
Yeah, go get the rights to Flash Gordon. Make your Flash Gordon trilogy.
Are they not public domain at this point?
Nothing's public domain at this point. I mean, there are many things that should be public domain that aren't. It's one of the reasons we're in such a
in THX-1138.
Yeah, we like these credits. The green. I'm watching this and I'm like, what are we to expect with this? This is weird.
And notice how they're scrolling downward.
Mm-hmm. Sid Haig.
Now, see, I took the Buck Rogers thing at the beginning, like, oh, this is the future you thought you were going to get, but that's not what you're going to get.
Johnny Weissmuller Jr.
Interesting.
And the score is by I can't say this name, Boomer. How do you say it?
LALOSCHIFFRIN?
Yes, thank you.
I don't know. That's how I say it.
Oh, Lucas edited it too.
Don't even tell me, Lalo, that you were doing this movie instead of The Enforcer.
Did he not do The Enforcer?
No, somebody else did it. It's not a bad score, but he didn't do The Enforcer. He was on another project. I don't think it was this. I think it was something else.
There it goes. Sound montages by Walter Murch. I heard there was a lot of...
He was also the co-writer for the film.
Francis Ford Coppola. That's a big name to have attached to your movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, not then. Now it is. But
I guess not. I don't know. What had Coppola done at this point? Had he done Apocalypse Now or The Godfather yet? Or is this like...
No, but if this film had bombed, he may not have done The Godfather. He needed the money after this film, so he took The Godfather.
Yeah, but that ended up making his career, though. That was a huge deal. How'd you like to live in this future?
No.
No
Al,
sex,
same
no
question.
drugs, no wine, no women, no sin, no fun, no you, no wonder it's... Oh, sorry. I was like... Sounds like that song. Turning Japanese.
That's funny. Well, Al has not seen this movie before.
Speaking about Japanese, originally they were going to shoot this in Japan, but they didn't have the budget for it.
I wonder why Japan. Were they looking for more modern architecture or something?
George Lucas thought the culture of Japan greatly resembled this film. A lot of consumerism with a lot of rigid structure.
Interesting. Yeah, that in some ways that's right. Japan's a fascinating place, though. Look at these. Look at these robot police officers. No. Now this is where some of that those new effects come in. I didn't find it as jarring though as I thought I would when I was watching this. I said, "Oh, those are really those weren't made in 1972 or whenever this came out." When did this come out?
71.
72. Okay, I was just guesstimating 72, but okay. You have to take some capsules, get heavily medicated.
You need to be in this world.
Now, did they get all the actors to shave their heads in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah. And all the extras came from a drug rehab clinic where they all shaved their heads, and they were paid $30 a day.
Is that good for back then?
They were all happy to do it, I heard.
Probably not bad for back then. The inflation was much lower than it is now.
I did read that the actress, the main character, actress, cried when they cut her hair.
Well, yeah, I understand, but skin caps are expensive. We have Robert Duvall.
I'm gonna say that is awfully good effects for 71 for a cheap film.
I am going to defend Lucas, though. I do think that he did help integrate the newer effects as best he could with the old stuff. I don't think they look so out of place. I mean, obviously they look better than something we could have seen back then, but
yeah, I take adding special effects or changing things in a case-by-case basis. Like for this, I can see why.
Yeah.
But if you do it and you release it on a disc, include the original.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did or not. Like I said, I'm watching this through HBO, so HBO it's on HBO Max.
George has that my original vision is the only one that should be seen kind of concept.
I mean, if they had just cleaned up Star Wars, I would have been fine with it. But you start throwing in the new stuff in the Star Wars movies, no, you lost me there.
Yeah, well, we can't get like preferred versions of those original movies, unless you go a less than legal route. Because I have the 2 DVD sets of each of the first 3 that come with the original versions that were basically Laserdisc transfers of those Laserdiscs you own, but they're not anamorphic widescreen. They'll look terrible on an HD TV. So it's now what happens here? Someone put the doohickey inside the thingamajig wrong, and then something blew up.
That's how it looks to me.
Okay, so I get the impression that they're building these robot police officers. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's what these factories are. I'm almost wondering, upon rewatching this a second time, I started to wonder: is this like an AI-controlled human colony? Yeah. They don't say, but it would make sense that if the robots were actually running things, even though you have all these human supervisors, because they're all their. I feel like all their energy expended, at least in their day job, at least with Duvall's day job, is to making more of these robots.
Yeah, I guess it's like chicken and egg.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, do the humans run it, or did they create a race and then give control to them?
Maybe, or here's another horrible thought. Maybe they think they run the things, and it's really, and that the robots work for them. Maybe it actually is the reverse. I don't know. They don't explain, but
well, it makes for interesting conversation among fans.
Yes. This looks awful. This looks like a bad 70s shopping mall. office comic. That's it looks like they live in shopping like this weird shopping mall area.
Shot in San Francisco, my friend.
In a shopping mall area, is that where this is? Because that's what it looks like. This
a lot in the subway tunnels that were just being built at the time. They did some factories, some places at a college, if I remember correctly.
Really? But interesting.
Yeah, these aren't really constructed sets.
They look awful. That's what I want to say. This looks like
an hospital to me. Minus like cheap art.
Yeah, so you think hospital, I'm thinking like a devoid shopping mall. This is not pleasant. The one guy got grabbed by the one robot cop, I guess because he picked the blue piece of plastic crap instead of the red one. I don't know. This is Tuesday is Red Day. Oh, and this is
I think it's a confession.
Yeah. Yes. This is some weird quasi-future religion. I guess that's like a god-looking figure, and he has to confess.
It's Jesus.
He looks Jesus-esque or Moses or something like that, and it's
Christ giving. It's Han Memling's Christ giving his blessing from 1470.
Okay, so it is Jesus. Okay, all right. It's with I'm sure all the beauty stripped out of it.
It's kind of like a vending machine confessional.
Yeah.
It's like a vending machine confessional. That sounds like a good name for a band, the Vending Machine Confessionals.
Vending Machine Confession. Yeah. It's funny. I was doing research for an essay once, and I looked up what happened to Catholic churches that were no longer Catholic churches. And one of them, I think in France, got turned into a bookstore, like a big cathedral is a bookstore. And there was a coffee stand there, and it was called Coffeesians. Please. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? There are worse things to do, though, than turn into a bookstore, I suppose, though. So we got Robert Duvall. I guess Coppola likes him. He was in, I believe, Godfather and Apocalypse Now. Yeah.
Well, Duvall's a very good actor. He's one of those. He's a great character actor, but he's so good. He's a famous actor.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird way to say it, but.
Well, I think a lot of the old famous actors had also the character actor thing going on with them. But like Al Pacino, you could see him playing anybody, right?
Right.
He could be the leading man. He could be a degenerate criminal.
And like that movie where he's playing Sylvester Stallone playing a cop.
Okay. We're getting to Nighthawks at some point. We're doing that Keith Emerson score. What do you? And I will defend that with my dying breath. Anyway,
those are kids being looked after by these robots.
Yep. I'm like, maybe. Do parents exist in this future, or is the state apparatus the parent?
What is the red thing?
I don't know.
It looks like a D&D die, but
Yeah. And that's his roommate.
It is.
They allow men and women to live together?
They're allowed to live together, but you can't have relations.
Get it on. But you're drugged to not want to get it on.
Yeah.
Huh.
So what do you put? Is that dinner? Are they going to get food next?
They call them Thex or Tex.
Okay.
That's kind of neat. I like that. Hey, Thex or Tex.
Now, I have a question. Did he screw up on the job and blow everything up? Is that what I got the impression from earlier? Daniel, do you remember? I think he's the one that screwed up, right?
I thought she was the one. Because she stopped taking her drugs.
But did she also make him stop taking it? Did she mix up his pills?
Yeah, she's also switched out his pills.
She's altering his pills, too, because I think he was confessing that he did something wrong now. And I'm wondering, maybe human life is just not even so valued that he's not even going to get. He had to do he's not even going to get arrested for it. It's just like that's entertainment right there. What am I watching here?
Who needs YouTube when you got that?
I'm just. You
That's
laugh.
right,
You laugh. You laugh. Everybody's into TikTok now. This is not that far off now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
It's so bizarre to me. And what's
Oh, I just noticed. Oh my god, I just noticed the thing.
I don't know what that is because at first I'm thinking
I have no idea what it is.
Is that what I think it is? But maybe it's not.
It's like a remote control with a cord.
I don't know. What's he doing now?
That'd
be my favorite. That'd be my favorite show too. You know, cop beating man on floor with metal stick. That's the number one.
Bad boys.
Or maybe that's the future version of Roadhouse.
Oh please. You know, don't push it, Mr. Birdman. Because
Michael Kamen did the score for Roadhouse.
Who?
Michael Kamen did the score for Roadhouse.
Well, there may be Roadhouse in the future on this channel. Then we'll see.
I'm afraid that movie's a little too adult for me.
Roadhouse is. I can't describe it. It's undescribable. Anyway, though, what 9 units have not been, however, the virus. What? This looks terrible. They watching CNN? I'm sorry, I'm being mean. Okay, this is just. You ought to eat. Their food looks terrible. It looks like these soybean cubes.
Ooh, nice car. So that's their food. It's like pills and weird dry stuff.
I just can't stand all the plainness. It's just like
the sterile. You think it's a sterile environment, don't you?
I'd probably describe it as hell.
Well, I wonder.
The clothes look comfortable. I will say.
Whatever, Al.
You got a toilet. You got yourself some drugs. What else do you need? Come on. I wonder if those fluorescent lights are on all the time.
I wonder if they have a night sequence.
Who are these people? Were those some sort of religious order? I noticed that there are like monks or priests in this too. You see them later on, but
So, Al, is this what you were expecting so far?
It's interesting. I will say that. It's intriguing.
And imagine if George Lucas hadn't done Star Wars and he had just done films like this for his entire career. Can you imagine that world?
We'd have a lot less people on YouTube complaining about the Star Wars sequels.
Probably so.
Plus, you would have had Robert Duvall fighting like some guy with a lightsaber, probably in the future, right?
That'd be awesome. He'd make a great Jedi.
Yeah, he should have been in one of the. Yeah, he should have been in a Star Wars movie. I didn't think about that. This looks terrible. This.
Yeah, just be happy.
Don't worry. Be happy.
You know, when I was eating my Triscuit this morning, I thought, wouldn't it be great if I had 5 instead of 4? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to have that thought. I don't know what they're confessing. It's like...
Now he's sick. Is that what's going on?
No. Well, he's sick because... Go ahead. Say it, Daniel.
She has switched out. She stopped taking her pills. So she's feeling emotions. And so he switched out his pills so he can feel emotions. So he's coming off of drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's wanting to feel something else too. Anyway.
Yeah.
She wants to take a place of that little device he was using.
I don't know what that was, because
I know what it was. If you can't figure it out, what's wrong with you?
Family friendly.
But that's the idea. There's implications, but we don't know. That's the thing. This movie doesn't spell things out for you, which is what makes it interesting. I'll say that. It's
Ooh, a touch of a human skin.
Now, the author of the film said that THX is supposed to mean sex, and that her name is supposed to mean love.
Uh-huh.
I love that they have no makeup on. You see, like, all the imperfections.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. She's
I
not bad
think she's
looking without
attractive
hair.
No, they're both. Well, go ahead. Hmm?
Don't y'all think she's attractive for a bald chick?
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like to see her with hair too, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can. There's a thing called the internet. You can type in her name and boom, pictures appear.
Yep. Her name is Maggie McComey.
Okay. That's not allowed.
She is currently 80 years old. Oh my God.
She still looks good. I saw her give an interview, and she still looks good.
Yeah, she's not a bad looking woman at all.
She's how old? 80?
She's 80 now.
Wow.
So this is basically her doing in order to get sex.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's just sex, Al. I think she's looking for
love,
companionship, closeness, intimacy, like a real
she likes
life.
them. Yeah,
You know?
she likes them. She wants to feel like a person again. She wants him to feel like a person too. So this is.
Well, have they ever felt like people? How long has this been going on?
I am assuming it's from cradle to grave. That's
From
what I'm
birth.
assuming. Now, to be fair, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Boomer.
Well, they did mention earlier on that this sort of thing has happened before. Like they said, oh, someone in cell block, whatever, is engaged in illegal sexual activity. So they're not the first ones doing this. So obviously other people probably do go off their meds and stuff and mess around. But yeah.
Well, the human biological desire is a...
But this is about suppressing that desire.
Right. I mean, but it's, it's a strong desire. So some people may fight the influence of the drugs.
Zootopia, what are your thoughts on this film? If you're still here, let us know in the chat. I'm sure you've seen this film before.
Whoops. Defective robot.
That's funny.
Oh.
See, it would make sense if like a supercomputer was operating all of this. Like, who's in charge? That's what I want to know. But then I have a horrifying thought. Maybe no one's in charge.
Which is that is terrifying.
Well, what if humanity reached the point where they created these computers and the social structure system, and then it just took over itself and it's just been on autopilot?
Yeah, maybe. Yep. They made a point, and H.G. Wells made a point in The Time Machine, how when the time traveler meets the Eloi in the very, very far future, that the Eloi had created an environment for themselves, which meant every need they needed. It gave them nice, luscious fruit whenever they wanted it, and this was the descendants of humanity. And he was like, but they've now gotten the human race has now gotten stupider, And then, of course, you run into the other side of humanity, which were the Morlocks, which lived underground, and they were the other side of that. But the Eloi were just kind of on autopilot at that point because I guess the wealthy classes had come up with a way just to allow everything to be self-sufficient just for them, and then they lived their little enclaves. But where are they going to go?
Where is this taking place? Is this
underground?
Oh, was there like a
I'm sorry. I think I just
something?
spoiled the ending for you.
It's taking place.
Man.
It takes place on Earth. That's what you're wondering.
Okay. Well, I mean, no, I figured that. I figured it's like a future, so that's underground. Then it's not like nighttime.
Well, I don't know. He says it was underground. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah, that makes some sense actually, based on what is in the ending. But
which kind of sounds like Logan's Run. Nobody goes outside.
Really, no one goes outside.
Yeah, they were like in a giant dome city, weren't they?
Yeah,
I think so. That's in a lot of science fiction. People living in these dome enclaves.
I saw Judge Dredd was too, wasn't it? Weren't they in a dome city?
Not so. I don't know if it was a dome city. It was a city that was guarded from the rest of the world. It had like huge walls around it. I'm trying to remember if there was any kind of dome because there was like a nuclear wasteland outside of it. There were. I'm trying to remember. Were there 4 cities in the United States, or in what was left of the United States? In Judge Dredd, it was Mega City 1, Mega City 2. Was there Mega City 3, and then there was Texas City?
Yeah, I bet they had some good barbecue there.
I think everything in the Judge Dredd future is not good. Okay, it's like you have all of this crap, but you also have awful crime as well. So it's. So we like Donald Pleasance.
George Lucas did not like him because he did not know his lines.
Really?
What he said, it would take at least 10 takes every scene with him to just get it right. But Robert Duvall was like, first time, done.
Interesting.
I guess that would be infuriating to have your people not know their stuff when they're on set.
To think you could have had Donald Pleasance playing Obi-Wan Kenobi. You could have Robert Duvall playing Han Solo. It wouldn't have been the same.
Could have had the other girl playing Princess Leia.
There you go. I want you for my roommate. Yeah, but I want you for my roommate because you're not the same as my last roommate in several obvious ways. Everyone in this movie is weird. Of course, he's going against the rules too, right? By switching out roommates.
I would imagine by coveting a certain roommate, yeah, because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to, I guess, take what you get and like it. It's like if McDonald's ran the world. There are no specials. Everything comes with onions. Let's just deal with it.
Oh man, Professor Geek would hate that.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd love it. I love onion.
Could you imagine if that would like all the food was just McDonald's and you'd get a selection? You could have McNuggets or cheeseburger tonight, and that's it. That's like
I had chicken nuggets for dinner.
You know, they're
with the yum yum sauce.
with the yum yum sauce. Apparently, they're bringing.
That is a lie. That sauce is not yum yum.
I love it.
What are you talking about?
Yum yum. It's the light sauce you get at like a Benihana.
Oh, I like that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good.
White sauce, yeah.
You don't like that, Birdman?
No.
It's weird. I know when I'm at the Benihana, like one of the sauces is for fish and one of it's for meat, and I don't never remember which. I guess
the dark, I think, is for meat, but the yum yum goes with everything.
I know. Then you get the rice.
The other day, I bought a jar of the store brand yum yum sauce, which I didn't even know was a thing, but it was the cheapest.
Pretty good.
I just wanted it as a dipping sauce. I was like, I bet this would be good with chicken nuggets because I always have chicken nuggets on hand. And
yeah,
it was good. I enjoyed it.
Like those robots, huh?
They're kind of cool.
It's almost like he's obsessed with him. Is there like some homosexual overtones here?
I don't know, or a man crush maybe, or something. You know, like a platonic type of attraction. I don't know. It's
a little bromance.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it could be the other thing too. You never know. I mean,
it could be he just wants a different roommate.
Yeah. I don't know. You don't have to worry about your picking out an outfit for the day. It's all set for you.
Oh, he's reporting.
It's like Catholic schools, right?
yeah.
Okay. He's in the dark.
Schools in Japan also have uniforms too. I mean, even their regular schools, it's uniforms. You gotta wear uniforms.
I went to Catholic school for 8 years, wearing the same thing every day.
Every day.
Dark blue pants and a light blue shirt.
Oh, wow! We had to wear white shirts.
Yeah, we had light blue.
What the heck did I wear? I think it was a white shirt too. I don't remember now.
For the first few years, we had to wear a tie, but then they got rid of the tie thing.
I can't stand neckties. No offense, Birdman.
Fine. You're allowed to like yum yum sauce too. We all make mistakes.
To be fair, maybe I prefer a bow tie if I ever tried one.
Whoa!
No, you got to be very careful with those. What are you doing? Listen, those robots are powered by uranium rods. You got to be very careful. They'll blow up half the place. I don't understand any of this. You're asking George questions about Star Wars. Ask him about this movie. I want to know. I have questions.
You're like one of the people at Star Trek conventions that's like, in episode number blah, 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 you touched the blah, blah, blah button on the tricorder. Why did you touch that button?
It's like, the wrong button.
I don't know.
I always love the Saturday Night Live with William Shatner.
I remember that, yes, where he's talking to he was so mean to the poor guy. I remember that.
Have you ever touched a woman?
So, Boomer, have you? Since
hey. Living or dead? I'm kidding.
Oh,
that didn't come out right. That didn't come out.
Oh, right. that would never come out right. There's
okay. You know, I gotta make a faux pas once an episode. All right. Okay. This is.
Whoa.
Thank you for stopping by, Go Team Ghost Planet Go.
Are they scrambling his brain?
It kind of scrambles my ears.
Uh-oh.
Burning through the robot head. Burning out of the robot head. I'm telling you, it's like, hey, you're dropping. Now they're all running away. I hate to say this in this future. If I was stuck there, yeah, maybe I'll stick around while I get burned to a crisp. That may be preferable than just.
Well, he's something about a mind lock or something. Whoa,
Is that bad?
that's not good.
Burning through stuff.
That must be new effect, because that's awful cool looking.
You know, there's not a whole lot of music in this film.
Was he set up?
I imagine it's hard finding actors that are the exact same height. I guess what they're trying to go for here, right? So,
Well, hey, Tom Cruise is short, but he always looks tall in his films.
Well, tall enough. He got into he had to fight Henry Cavill in one movie. Henry Cavill's giant. It's like,
So you think he'll be the next Bond?
I don't want him as the next Bond, but maybe.
Who, Tom Cruise?
No, Henry Cavill.
Cavill. God, I hope not.
Henry Cavill is actually good at playing villains. I've noticed that about him. He was actually good as the heavy in that last James Bond movie.
I like him in The Witcher.
Well,
I haven't seen The Witcher.
Isn't exactly a good guy.
Yeah. No, he isn't, but he's still charming, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
They
Satan can be charming if he wants to.
They should find not so much an unknown, but a burgeoning actor.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
This would make him the superstar. Erotics.
Oh.
We must eliminate the source of sin.
Yeah, this is just.
It's a very interesting look at the future.
Sexual perversion.
So you're just going to lock him away?
I think so. This sequence is you take it away, Birdman. What's happening here?
It's Klingon. Time for the pain stick.
I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Like corporal punishment?
But where is he? He's in this big white space, and I'm like, is he stuck in some kind of virtual room? Is this a real place?
The whole movie's a big white spot.
Yeah, but this is more of a white spot.
He's being like herded like a single sheep.
So why did the studio hate it?
They didn't understand it. They didn't think it was the movie they thought they approved, but it went by the script. So I don't know.
They didn't read the script, dude. You know these cigar chompers.
Oh, sure. Here, take some money.
They read like I want you describe the movie to me in 3 sentences. You're out here. That's why they don't have to read the script. And then, yeah, I read the script. Good stuff. You know.
Poor Tex.
Yep.
There's a lot of interesting sounds in this film.
Well, it's very true. Well, George Lucas has always seemed to have an affinity for finding appropriate sound effects or having someone create very unique. Oh, it's one of those little pill grabber things. Ooh.
Oh, please, not the eye. Okay.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing, man. That always freaks me out. Like in that alien kidnapping movie.
Oh, Fire in the Sky?
Yeah, when they do the eye thing.
I remember that.
I've never seen that movie.
It's about alien abductions. Apparently based on a true story, right?
I think it's based on the Travis Walton cases.
Yeah.
Take your pill. Or drink whatever.
And there is a soundtrack available for this film. Film Score Monthly released it a few years back.
Oh, chemical.
There is. Okay. I didn't think there was one. I think I'd look for it once, but okay.
So are they basically chemically reprogramming him? Is that what's going on?
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
What button?
I hit like a back button. What's the timestamp?
Oh.
I got 41, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I got yeah.
He's like on a screen and it's
yeah.
jumpy stuff.
It's doing like weird breakdancing.
It's curled in a fetal
Dancing
position.
is not allowed in the future.
Probably not. We're all gonna.
Man,
you can watch dancing on the TV. You want to see? You can see the naked lady dancing. There's your dancing. Don't dance yourself. Leave it to the professionals. You know. This is just a weird part of the movie. I'm sorry, and I know I say that as if it hasn't been weird up until here, but this is just.
Also, they're like remote controlling his brain kind of thing.
I guess so.
Freaky, man.
I wouldn't like it. No, this is awful. Not my future. Not the future I want to be living in.
Yeah, and George Lucas thought his career would be over after this film.
That can happen.
But he said, I didn't think I would have a career after this, but I just went balls to walls. I'm paraphrasing, and did exactly what I wanted, how I wanted, and I figured if I'm done in Hollywood, I'll go back to making documentary films, and I respect him for that. Make the movie you want to make.
Yep.
Be interesting if he would have been a documentary filmmaker. Some directors can do both. Like Werner Herzog, I think does both.
That stark white visual is very creepy. But very effective. It does give you that sense of absolute loneliness. Nothing to watch, not even a mark on the wall. Ooh. Uh-oh. Is that La or Lou or whatever her name is?
Hey.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna have a baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Cigars, except they don't have cigars in this future because they have.
You think they have Coca-Cola?
No, that'd be funny. Actually, the one thing they had were cigarettes. You still get your cigarettes, you know, like everything else. But we'll still let you have cigarettes. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
What are you doing?
These police officers are creepy as creepy can be.
I'm wondering if they were testing him. None of this is making sense. Like, how is she here as well? Were they trying to like drug him up again and get him back to the way he was?
So that's what I thought they were doing.
And then let's do a test. Let's throw the woman at him. And nope, didn't work. Okay.
Something worked. Uh-oh.
They're just trying to help. Oh, is Duvall in the buff?
Yes.
Looks like it. Yep.
He said he was uncomfortable doing it, but it was.
So if you were watching this on the IMAX, you might have seen a bit more of him, right? Is that what I'm saying?
I'd rather see her than him.
Yeah, I don't know. They should do an IMAX version.
What do you mean you don't know? I'd rather see her too.
Yeah, thank you, Al.
No. I was saying I don't know if how this would have played in IMAX. That's what I was about to say, not the other thing.
I think all the whiteness would be like overwhelming to me. I think my head would explode.
It would blind you.
Yes.
You've been a bad person.
Oh Lord, he's back.
Yeah, can you bring the other one back? Not him.
He's a bit of a nut job. It's like, do you ever have that creepy friend who just keeps trying to make nice with you, but you can't stand them and they just want them to go away?
Yes. Oh. Usually coworkers can be like that, right?
Oh God, yeah.
It's usually someone you're stuck with at a job. It's like,
I feel like in this society, everyone's kind of like a bad coworker.
yeah, no, it's horrible. It's like you're stuck at work all the time. That's what this looks like. Oh. Here's your work-home-life balance. You're at work all the time. Go home with your cubes and watch the stupid hologram project. I'll say this: we do get to see George Lucas working with holograms in this. They were a thing in the Star Wars movies.
I recognize that old guy.
I'm sure he's been in stuff. Yeah.
He was in Star Trek.
Really? You think George Lucas watched the Star Trek back in the 60s? Huh? You think?
Let me see. Ian Wolfe. I'm pretty sure he was. Let me see. 60. Yep, Bread and Circuses as Septimus, and All Our Yesterdays as Mr. Atoz.
You know what I would be doing if I were them? I'd be playing charades, right?
What was going on there?
I don't know if I want to know.
I punched him. I love it. Uh-oh.
So, Boomer, what was your first time seeing this film?
I didn't remember. I watched it again recently. I know I had watched it back in the 90s. I thought it was strange. I remember I did see it back in the 90s, though, because that was when I was starting to get into movies. And I don't know if I had the VHS or if somebody I knew had the VHS or if I rented it. I don't know how I saw it, but I know it had gotten a re-release and that I did check it out. You know what it was? Maybe I was I was studying film at college. Sometimes the professor would let you borrow a video if you had one you wanted. And maybe I borrowed this one from him because I was trying to think how I'd seen it because I didn't own it. And this
Do you own
before,
it now?
I do not actually. Is it on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Laserdisc.
Did you have the Laserdisc, Daniel?
No. I remember looking at it, but I never bought it.
Yeah, I like I said, that must have been how I saw it. I must have borrowed it from my film professor. I'm trying to think. Because I don't think I would have gotten it out from the library at that point. So yeah, that was probably how I saw it. I probably borrowed it from my professor. We need creative dissent.
Oh, he's buzzing his head. Hey, it's my avatar.
Oh. So these are the people that live on the outside. Is that what I'm getting the impression? He's one of the people.
Whoa! There are some serious rage issues happening.
Yeah, I think that room's just kind of designed to make you go crazy.
Your lunch is dirty? What are those? More of those soy cubes or whatever they've been eating?
Ah.
Yummy.
Some good
You
stuff.
put some yum yum sauce on those.
I tell you, yum yum sauce makes anything good.
I'm now imagining a young Big Al in that. Remember Oliver, the orphanage in Oliver, and you going up and you're getting your chicken nuggets, and you say, "Could I have some yum?" Well, I was like, "Could I have some yum yum sauce?" And the dude that looks like Napoleon says, "Yum yum sauce," and then all the kids start yelling at you and throwing. I don't know. I'm just. This is. I don't like this part of the movie. I'll be blunt. It's freaking me out. It's going on way too long. It's all this white area, and it's Donald Pleasance who won't leave me alone.
Who wouldn't learn his lines.
Can you bring the chick back? You know, this is not fun for me.
Well, she dies.
Oh, what? Dude.
How did you not know that?
Al didn't know it. He's watched this for the first time.
Sorry.
It's kind of anticlimactic anyway. We assume she died. They don't explain it properly.
Well, in the audio commentary, it's explained that they reuse her body and the baby's body for another person.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Because in the society, when you die, they just they reuse your parts for someone else, and
I'm surprised they don't process them into the food.
They keep reassigning the names, so there would be another THX-1138 after this guy dies.
It's people. The cubes are people.
Yes, Soylent Green. No spoilers now.
I mean, this movie's older than we are. Come on.
Not all of us. I was 6 years old.
Well, I was trying to be nice. Trying to be nice.
Did you? So you didn't get to see this? I guess you begged to see this on the big screen, and you know your you know.
They took
your mom said no.
Took me
Bambi.
to Bambi instead. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. I remember Peter Pan.
Hey, Andrew's in the house. How are you, sir? Have you seen THX-1138 before?
There's no dash.
There's a dash.
They didn't have a dash in the title.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Are they dropping the food on the floor?
Well, in my mind, there's always been a dash.
Well,
maybe George Lucas digitally erased it.
The studio insisted on putting the dash in. He got it. That was the final straw, and he started throwing things around like Robert Duvall was a minute ago.
It's a weird movie, Andrew. It was George Lucas's first film. It was originally a student film, and then it became a real film. And it's a very bleak sort of future where everyone wears white clothes and everything's painted white, and people take drugs so they don't feel anything or have any free thoughts. And it's probably not a good first date movie.
Unless you're going out with a real nerd.
Okay.
That could be a great night. That could be a great night of the movie over pizza at Pizza Hut. If they still had those restaurants.
And Boomer Andrew is going to see John Williams with me next month in Pittsburgh.
Oh, cool. That should be a neat show. That's the Pittsburgh one, right, in April?
Yep, it better be.
Okay.
That's a big dude.
Yeah, and he says he's going to say he's a hologram, right? Is that food?
Yes. Andrew, it was his student film that won him a whole lot of awards in film school, and it got him a chance to shadow Francis Ford Coppola on a motion picture. And Francis Ford Coppola was like, "Hey, why don't you take that student film and go write a script, and we'll make it into like a full-length movie?" And he's like, "Okay," and they did.
I'm wondering if on the DVD if they include the student film.
It's on YouTube.
Right.
It's like 15 minutes long.
So he's eating. So he took Donald Pleasance's food. This guy, does he say he's a hologram? I believe he says that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if he was the guy that was doing the dancing that we saw earlier, or if that was somebody else. And is he really a person that the machines have said you're a hologram, you're not a person? Or is he an actual hologram that can walk around? I'm very
What the holy hellscape is this? It's like the same ugly mall, but on Black Friday.
Yeah.
Why are you going against the flow of traffic, dude?
Because he's Donald Pleasance.
Do we ever even see? I don't even know if we see him at all after that part. I'm just he just gets stuck in there. I'd like her job. It's probably not bad, huh?
I think I
she gets to wear yellow, right? I mean, that's a privilege in that society. You know, it's like,
babies in a jar.
This is so weird. George, you and I need to have a talk. Yeah, I'm a hologram. That's what he says. Yeah.
You know, and this movie could be a lot more terrifying than it already is.
Yeah. I was expecting more. I thought you had a joke with that or something.
Do you like the hologram, Al?
I'm trying to figure him out.
See, what I'm trying to figure out is if he actually is a hologram or if he's just some guy who said, "Hey, you're a hologram. You're not real." Okay. Like they tell him that from birth. It's like you just accept it.
Well, he was able to take food and eat it. Unless
I know, so it's not making any sense. So I'm wondering if the machine
unless,
says, "Yeah,
unless it's like a Star Trek hologram where they use like tractor beams to affect the environment."
Yeah, I don't know. Remember Professor Moriarty when we thought he escaped in that one episode, huh?
Oh yeah. He's just in a little box now.
Are you watching the new season of Picard, Boomer?
No.
I am. It's actually good. It's better
all right. We'll see. I'm gonna.
I just go with the flow, you know.
It's all right. I'm not picking on you. I'll be civil.
Are y'all excited for Moon Knight?
I don't get Disney Plus, dude.
That doesn't mean you can't watch it.
I don't go to that much trouble. There's enough television out there on the stuff I have.
That's true.
Like, what do I have access to right now? Everyone keeps telling me to watch that 1883 show. It's like the big
What's
one.
That about?
It's a prequel series to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I guess it's a Western series. That's what everybody keeps raving about right now. But
doesn't have like Sam. What's his name? Sam Neill. Sam something like that.
No, the Sam Shepard. Is that his name?
Is it Sam Shepard?
No, we're thinking of the playwright. The
Elliot.
Sam Elliott. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes,
Sam Elliott.
Are these robots smart?
They don't appear very smart.
Yeah.
So DMZ is the name of the show?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I have HBO Max. I just can't seem to sign into it for some reason.
What's DMZ,
What's DMZ about? Sounds like a news show.
Mm.
Like tonight on DMZ.
Demilitarized zone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that would make sense.
I was thinking, it's like, isn't that the name of a rapper too? But that's DMX.
And that was a pretty scary looking scorpion.
Ugh.
Now that's obviously that's the newer effects they're throwing in there. And now part of me wonders, what did it look like in the original version? Right?
A real scorpion, maybe?
I don't know. A puppet? Is there like a young Jim Henson and it was like a big fluffy scorpion muppet? And just oddly enough, this was originally the idea Walt had for Epcot. It would, we'd all be living in this, right? It's like a World's Fair gone wrong, right? That's sort of what this is. It's
horribly wrong. Horribly wrong.
Why couldn't I get a desk job like these people? $14,000 credits.
So that's like the most they'll spend in trying to capture him.
Interesting. What is that even worth in dollars, right?
I'm not sure what the conversion rate is, but it's kind of interesting that they put a dollar value on the crime you broke. So if you
So they basically recycle people. Is that what I'm getting the impression of from all this?
Yeah.
Could I be recycled into somebody else with the same name? Is that the whole point?
Well, they'll reassign your name to someone else, but
no.
Like organ donor thing, or
I guess whatever they can,
So like they recycle paper, they just throw it into like someone else gets somebody else's heart and lungs or something.
so what did Monty Python say? Mostly dead, not all the way dead. I wonder where they filmed this, because it is kind of a interesting set.
Well, it was all shot San Francisco.
Oh, there's Jesus.
They just doctored up a couple of places, and
well, they did a good job.
I mean, there were no sound stages built or anything like that for this movie.
Oh, there's Donald Pleasance. Okay. Let's do the right thing. I want to go back. What? I like this. This is no place for prayer. You can only do it in a uni. You have to pray in a specific place. It's ridiculous. It's
no place for prayer. No, there's only a 10-foot picture of Jesus' face in front of you.
Look, I'm leaving now.
What happened to that picture?
The what?
I wonder what happened to that picture. Like George Lucas has it at home in his garage.
Maybe.
Somewhere at Skywalker Ranch.
He beat up the monk, wherever it was, saying, sorry, I have to get your identification. I got to report this.
So did he sell Skywalker Ranch to Disney? I mean, does Disney own ILM now, or did he keep ILM?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think they do.
I honestly do not know.
We haven't really talked much about the score. It's a pretty light score. I do like that it's not.
It's like a lot of
electronic. It is an orchestral score. It's just not a very heavy orchestral score. The soundtrack is on Film Score Monthly, released it a couple years back. It's not very long. Yeah, if you haven't watched this movie, Andrew, like take an hour and a half and sit down and watch it sometime. It's very weird, very interesting.
It'd be funny if Demolition Man was actually a remake of this movie. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Like, no, my point is that's how far, that's nothing like. Just put THX and X on in front of Demolition. They got tagged with something on their ear. What is that?
Their earring.
Might have to cut off your earlobe when you get out of there. Get that off of there.
There's this child.
Oh, they gave it her name.
Mm-hmm. Be efficient, be happy.
Where's the Lord?
I'm telling you, she's got the cushy job. She gets to wear a yellow shirt. She's the envy of all her neighbors.
Red Rover.
Well, that's so weird.
Well, these cars were kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're like race cars. They got some in yellow, some in red.
Mm-hmm. What are they? The cars, huh?
Yeah, someone can't quite fit in the car.
I would have to sit on top.
There we go. Are these police cars they're trying to steal? These as regular cars?
I think in the future all cars have sirens.
I don't know. He's taking off. Look at that. Now, I admit it, you don't think this is that bad of a future, right, Daniel?
This is a horrible future.
You get to walk around, got a pleasant little buzz going on all the time.
No sex, no. Well, there is drugs.
Yeah, there's all kinds. Yes.
I mean, there's like no free will to speak of. There's no choice. Like everything's assigned to you. I mean, I don't want to live in that world. Ooh.
Oh.
I like how he just runs into the pole. And what was that, water? I wonder if they're hydrogen powered. That'd be interesting. Not hydrogen, gas, steam powered. My mistake. Or I don't know. Whatever. Escalators. Like escalators, huh?
Yeah.
Those in the future, huh?
Little Children of the Corn thing happening here.
That's a creepy movie, huh? Here come the police.
Well, it's him again. Whoa. That almost sounded like Star Wars ships flying.
Well, I don't know.
I think this is some of the new stuff that George Lucas added to it after the fact.
You better be careful how you use those sound effects. You might get sued by. Oh wait, never mind.
That sound shot right there, that was original. But the bit with all the other cars and stuff, that's not.
Notice that everybody looks bored.
Wouldn't you be bored in this future?
I don't know. You got the you got the beat the guy with the club show on later, I'm telling you that one of the videos on this future should just be Gordon Ramsay yelling at you, right? That could be one of the channels. You donut! What are you thinking? Yeah. Oh, this car might explode.
Whoa. You just roll into a stop.
We doing Bullet next week, Boomer?
We can, but I can't do it on Wednesday. Did you want to try it on a Tuesday or a Thursday?
Um,
Either those days work for you, or a Monday? I could even do a Monday if that works.
Monday would be the easiest.
What you
All right.
watching?
Bullet. Steve McQueen.
Oh, Bullet. Oh, okay.
If you want, I don't want to put you out, but Wednesday's my mom's birthday, so I'll be doing something then.
Whose birthday? Your mom?
My mom's on next Wednesday. Yeah.
Mama Boomer.
Yes, Mama Boomer. Okay.
What are you gonna do for her?
Boomer.
I don't know. We're gonna. I'm in charge of the cake, so I got to make sure it's good. So.
Okay.
But yeah, let me know if you want to do it on Monday next week. We can do it Monday.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Or I can track someone down and you can have the week off.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you want to do that instead, do something on Wednesday,
Okay.
and you could do Bullet or do a different movie, whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel like doing.
Al, is there a movie you want to do next week?
Let me give it some thought.
Do what?
I'll give it some thought.
Give them thought. Okay.
Yeah, not sure.
Maybe Rambo
See,
too.
Here the
Yeah.
robot does seem to be in charge.
You're gonna have Eric on for Commando, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Now, is this a section that nobody has gone on in a long time?
The what? The section that no one's.
Was that the crash they were talking about?
Yeah, it's interesting when he gets to those barriers. They kind of break like Lego bricks. I thought that was interesting. Like they're all in like cubic, little pieces.
I like how terrified he looks.
Wouldn't you be?
Uh-oh, temperature going up again. It's a pretty slick looking car, though. Was it like a Lotus?
It looks like a Lotus.
I think I read somewhere something about a Lotus. Whoa, he's booking 235 mile an hour. Oh
No. I like how the one guy leaps.
That was the car accident. That was for real.
Oh,
really?
Oh,
yeah, and the guy was fine.
The car. Oh,
man,
he was fine.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and George Lucas was like, "I thought for sure the guy was dead."
That's funny. I need to listen to that commentary now. That's probably. Okay, what are those things attacking him?
Dog people?
I don't know what they are. I'm thinking some kind of escaped howler monkeys or something. I don't know. It's just
That was added in by Lucas like way after the fact. It's
really
yeah.
George. I always wanted to put that in there. That's probably what he would say, right?
Yeah.
He's over budget.
Yeah, well, the movie was probably over budget too, right? I don't know. Actually, no. Did they?
I
Didn't they?
think they stuck to the budget.
They stuck to the budget.
No, they're actually crawling along the floor here, but they just made it look like they're climbing up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a forced perspective kind of thing. But like I was like, please come back. There's nothing to be afraid of. Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah. Here's Donald Pleasance.
None of these robots have guns.
No, they just have those pokey sticks. Andrew, I'm sorry you didn't get ET soundtrack today. That broke my heart for you. I was hoping you would win that auction on eBay.
I like the I do like the music here. It does have a building.
Yeah.
It's like it's leading to something.
And this is my favorite track from the soundtrack.
Whoa, outside.
Yeah, it is a good.
And this was shot on the beach. And that's not Robert Duvall.
It's not.
That right there is not Robert Duvall.
Boo! That's the end.
That's it. What you think, Al?
Kind of cool. Bizarre as hell, but a very interesting take on a dystopian future.
This is what you get when George Lucas can do whatever he wants. I mean, this and the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah. Anyway. Andrew, yes, it is on HBO Max. That's where I'm watching it right now, in fact.
Oh, and the hologram dancers there. So he's outside. Now what? Gotta find food, shelter, water.
Gotta wait for the sequel, THX-1138.
He's probably never seen the sun before. He's probably like, wow, what is that?
THX-1138-2.
I don't know. Maybe there's a human colony out there. Maybe there's some people saying, "Yeah, we don't like living in underground." Sucks.
It's very appropriate that once he gets up there, the sun is setting.
Yeah, I like it.
There's something very symbolic about that. 1970 and 2004.
Yeah, I think it's kind of film you need to see more than once.
Yeah, it feels like it's got a lot of
It's got a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
But it's not the kind of film I could see like twice in the same day. Like, I don't know, like a great Christmas movie, like Die Hard.
Now look at the movies it's recommending me that are like this. Night of the Living Dead. No, not really. Clockwork Orange. Yeah, Clockwork Orange. Yeah, I would throw that with this. Yeah. Amityville Horror. No. The Ruins. No. Splinter. These are all like Sisters. I've been need to watch Sisters. That has Margot Kidder in it.
I think the films like this are definitely. What was the one you said that I recommended?
Oh, like Soylent Green and Logan's Run and stuff like that. Yeah,
Soylent Green, Logan's Run, even like Dread, the not the one with Stallone, but the one with Carl Urban. Those really like nasty features. Even I would even put like Planet of the Apes in that kind of kind of category.
Yeah.
What's this one? Didn't give me a name. Never Let Me Go. Don't know what that is.
1984.
Oh, look, Scanners is on here. Scanners, maybe.
Never saw Scanners.
I've never seen Scanners. Oh my goodness.
It's the one with the heads blow up, right?
It's in the trailer. Yeah, you get to see that part. Yeah, that's. Like...
I remember when that kit was out in theater, and I remember seeing the trailer for it, and the heads blow. I'm like, I don't know if I want to see that or not. Like now I do. I was like, but at the time I was like, that looks freaky, because I remember when I initially saw Jaws, and that head pops out of the hole in the boat when he's down there checking out the boat. That freaked me out so bad. Now it's no biggie, but at the time I was like, every time I went to go see it again, I had to hide my eyes at that part.
Oh, here's some good recommendations: Mad Max 2: The Road Warrior, The Running Man, Blade Runner. Yeah, see, now we're getting more in movies like this. Yeah.
Thunderdome would be good.
Yeah, too. Beyond Thunderdome. I remember that one. Yeah,
that's a good one. I always like the kids that were in the desert, and and that one girl.
Well, I thought that Tina Turner was an interesting adversary because I guess she was sort of the bad guy, but she wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
the ending is very.
I would say she wasn't dishonorable.
Yeah,
which I thought was interesting. But yeah, that was. I
was like, ain't we a pair, Raggedy Man?
Yeah, yeah, and that was just. She could have just killed him. Nah, we'll let you go. Yeah. Which I thought was funny. But
see you later. kind of see you later movie.
Oh. So Al, so what are you gonna do next week, Birdman? Did you want to still do it on Wednesday? Have a different guest on, or?
Yeah, this Thursday. I'm usually just too wiped out from Thursday evening.
Are there any movies you've been wanting to do, Al? Any big scores? Here's your chance. Or I don't know.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I don't. Like I said, I really don't know. I haven't really given it.
I mean, let me know if you're not free. Toy Habits can probably come on. Or
Toy Habits a cool host.
I mean, I have, unless something weird happens, I'm free. I mean, I have nothing else to do in my life. I exist basically to do this kind of stuff. But yeah, let me give it a thought, and something with a good score that you haven't done, I haven't done, and I'll see what I can think of.
THX.
1138.
Your dogs have been quiet tonight, Birdman.
Well, Shelty's gone. She was usually the sassy one.
Oh.
So.
Sorry for your loss.
And Phoenix is no longer here, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, so it's odd, like people think you got how many dogs? We'd be glad to get rid of one, but you lose one and you really feel it.
No, I know.
Well, they're like your kids. I mean, they don't call them fur babies for nothing, man. It's
all right. Al, if you get the Shout Factory TV app, you can watch Johnny Carson any time of the day.
Oh, that's
cool. It's free. And it's free. You can look it on the website.
Now, do you get to pick, or does they just have,
I think it's just whatever they're showing. It's like on regular TV. They have different things on here, though. They have the Carol Burnett show.
I love the Carol Burnett show.
Let me see if you can just watch that.
I tell you, when I was back in the 70s, Saturday night, it was all about Carol Burnett.
Yeah, what it is you click on it. You can do it on the website, or you can do it through an app, and then I think it just plays. They like just cycle through episodes, like it's just random, you know. So that's kind of
like Pluto TV.
Yeah, or like you're watching on regular TV, you just flip it on, it's there.
Yeah, because with Mom gone, I money is a little different now, so I might have to drop my cable, and I don't want to.
No, I understand. That sucks, but like I said, Shout Factory TV's free.
Yeah, but if I could find a way to watch the Hallmark channels, there's like 5 channels.
You just want those local. 5.
Yeah, I wish it was like a pick and choose kind of thing.
I wonder if Hallmark has a streaming station or something.
Well, they do, but you have to pay for it. but like there's the cables. It's called Variety Plus. It's all the stuff that's not local, but then not more the premium ones like the NFL stuff. You don't get that kind of stuff. But it's all stuff like PBS, TNT, Discovery, History Channel, that kind of stuff. That with it, but there besides local channels, there's maybe if they had like a 10 channel package that you could choose, I could probably be quite happy with just 10 channels.
Cool.
I definitely have to get a Hallmark.
Yeah, Hallmark's good.
I like Hallmark. I like
comedy. I wish they would just let you just choose channels. Like pick 25 channels for $35.
There you go.
What was that, Sling you said?
Do what?
Which?
Pick 25 channels, he said, for $35.
Yeah, see, that would work for me fine.
Oh, dude, they got Space 1999 on the Shout Factory app.
Oh, it's a cool show, man.
Yeah, they got some other stuff on here too. So yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. That was one of my favorite ships. The Eagles.
Yeah, they were neat. They like lose one an episode. It's like
those were awesome ships, man. I made them. I made models of those a couple times.
Robin of Sherwood is on here too.
Oh, I have all those downloaded.
Oh, you do got those? Okay, gotcha.
I can watch them anytime. Yeah, I've got a few series in full. I've got all Star Trek TOS. I've got all of Robin of Sherwood. I've got all Parks and Rec. What are some of the other ones I have? I forget right now, but I've been keeping Picard for some odd reason.
All right.
I think that's a hoarder issue though, a TV hoarder issue. I got Buck Rogers except for 2 episodes. Captain Power. I've got all of Cobra Kai.
You got Captain Power?
Yeah, Captain Power and Soldiers of the Future. That's an awesome show. I got all the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Then I got stuff like Ken Burns' Civil War, all of Mandalore. I got Pride and Prejudice, the one with Colin Firth. I got all of the first part of the Robotech series, the Macross part.
Oh yeah.
I got the Orville. Everything that's been out of the Orville so far. Heels, which is a cool show on Stars that I like, and the original Battlestar Galactica. But there are 2 episodes of Buck Rogers that they don't have.
Do you want to do that for Battlestar Galactica next week?
Could you want to do like the original?
Oh, you know what you know what they did, Daniel? You could do. They did a movie like the pilot. They made into a feature. Remember that? Yeah, that might be something you could do. You could do the feature film pilot. Like they converted like the first few episodes into like a compilation movie for the big screen. That'd be something you could do.
I was thinking the TV show.
Well, you could do that too, but I mean, it is the TV show. It's just it's the TV show reformatted for a movie. That's something they did in the 70s every so often. I'm not saying you have to do that, but you can also do the pilot. But whatever you think is best. It's your show. It's your channel. I'm not going to be here. Dude.
Al, pick out your favorite episode of the new Battlestar Galactica TV show. I'll pick out one of my favorite episodes, and we'll do both of those. How about that?
Now, are you talking the new Battlestar Galactica
Yeah,
or the original?
Yeah, the new one.
Oh, wow. You mean just any random episode during its 4-year run?
Which, as long as it's not a two-parter. Yeah.
No. Wow.
You pick out the one you want.
I honestly didn't know you liked the new Battlestar Galactica.
What?
I catch a lot of crap
Am I like a stranger to you or something?
From a certain professor about that show who he doesn't like. But I always loved the new Battlestar Galactica. I will say this got me through when I had my surgeries, and I got a chance to tell this to Aaron Douglas, the guy who played Tyrrell, the mechanic, the head mechanic. I met him at a convention, like one of the first ones I went back to after my first surgery, and I told him a true story, which was when I woke up out of the surgery and I could move my hand, which I couldn't do before. This was the neck surgery, and I had the tube down my throat and everything, and I was still a little loopy, and like they took the tube out. Now I had the surgery on Wednesday, or was it a Tuesday? But I think it was Wednesday. And I they took the tube out, and I looked at the nurse, and I like, is it Thursday? And she looked at me. She's like, no, dear, it's Friday. And I literally, first thing I thought, oh, Battlestar Galactica's on tonight. I just had the tube removed from this major 14-hour surgery I had, and my first thought when I knew what the day was, oh, Battlestar's on tonight. And it was the one where they were on New Caprica. And it was, I think, the one before or maybe two before, when Galactica does the atmospheric jump, launches, and then jumps back out, which was a really cool effect. But yeah, I'll kind of look through and find one of my favorite of the new series. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
That's awesome. Yeah, because Bear McCreary, cool. I love Bear McCreary's score for that show.
Well, I have a surgery Battlestar Galactica story too. I just got the miniseries soundtrack and the season 1 soundtrack in the mail. It was on a Saturday. I was supposed to fly out Sunday morning to go for a waste of time business meeting trip in Chicago, and I didn't want to go. I've been feeling kind of like sick to my stomach all afternoon. It's got worse throughout the night. And I think it's like maybe around like 3 or 4. It's like I couldn't throw up. I couldn't make pootie. I thought if I could just do either one, I'd feel better. And I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm getting on an airplane today. I'm just not feeling like this. But I'm going to need a doctor's excuse. So I went to the ER. And I was here like 6, 7, 8 hours. And then they decided my appendix needs to come out. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, do we like schedule this for next week? Or they're like, oh no, we're doing it today. And I'm like, what? Hold on a minute. I wasn't ready for this. I just thought I was like nauseous or something. Are you sure it's my appendix? Because kind of attached to it. It's inside me, and you're going to like remove it. I don't like this. And so, but I had just gotten those 2 soundtracks, and
yeah,
the music made me sick, but it wasn't the music. But,
yeah, I've got a couple of those, I think.
And all of them.
I might have all of them. I'm not sure though. I have the series on DVD. It's packed away somewhere though. But
is it available streaming somewhere? I'm sure it is.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, the source I usually go to has it. I was just checking. Okay. Let me see. There's let me go to Bing, because Bing sometimes is easier to let you know stuff like that. Battlestar Galactica 2004. I don't know. This one's a little different. But yeah, I've actually met several of the stars. I've met Apollo. I met Seven, or no, Six. I mean Six. Sorry, Six. Trisha Helfer, who is just as gorgeous as you would think she was.
She seems tall too. How is she tall?
She's tall, but she's not. She wasn't like super tall. I mean,
okay, all right. Maybe she just sees that way when you see her on TV.
I have a picture with me and her. I have a picture. She autographed it.
Cool.
And I think she autographed it, but I haven't seen it. It's tucked away in like a lot of my autograph stuff, and I have to find it. It's one of the ones I never scanned in, so I don't have a digital version of it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not saying, because it's so weird because there's 2 series called Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's.
They should have just called with one of them Battlestar. Get rid of the Galactica part, right? That's something Hollywood does.
Like, streaming. Okay, let's see.
It's on NBC streaming service Peacock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is on. That's right. It is on Peacock.
I mean, I would just pay just to get everything digitally.
It might be free on Peacock.
Well, you have to pay for Peacock.
No, you don't. Well, you gotta. They have commercials though.
Oh.
Yeah, but Peacock has several too. They have a free service, and then they have a couple pay services. I think it's like the free stuff is limited what you can watch, and you have to watch commercials. Then they have like you can watch everything, but you have to watch commercials, and then they have the premium where you can watch anything with,
I just got a box that popped up, said I need to download this immediately because my tablet's been hacked. This is crap, right?
I would ignore it. Ignore it.
Yeah, that would be the hack. That they want you to do that.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to find Battlestar Galactica on stream. It's the Cylons, bastards.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. Remember the first pilot episode? Then they put a virus into the defenses.
Yeah.
And the defenses went down.
Yeah.
Looks like it's on Vudu, but you got to pay.
Okay, well, not Boom. Al, you find me a spot where I can just pay just to have all the episodes in my. I should just go to Google Play and just do that.
Yeah, you can get the whole series. Like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
$141 on Amazon.
Whoa!
No, that's the Cylon case thing. That's not the.
Okay.
Battlestar Galactica. Come on, where is it? Well, okay. Well, Google Play. How much is it on Google Play? Does it say? Or is it just
okay? It looks like I can get the original.
The show is currently unavailable on Google Play.
I can get Blood and Chrome.
That was a prequel, right?
Yeah. Razor was the one with Admiral Kane.
You could always do a free trial of Peacock. Don't they offer you like a few days for free or something?
I tried doing Peacock, and it seems like they kept throwing me up commercial. I don't know. I like immediately deleted
I think there's a commercial free option, a commercial option. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to find out. Well, like I said, we can always watch the original miniseries, but that's long. It's like
4 hours.
Yeah. I don't think it's 4. It's 3, a little over 3. Once everything.
I mean, I've got everything on DVD. I just don't have the DVD player and everything hooked up.
Yeah, let me see.
You have a TV, don't you?
I do. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I met Apollo. I met Baltar. I met Six. I met Turtle. I met. Did I meet? No, I did not meet Tamar Pennicott, but I did get his autograph.
Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna have to deal with.
Richard Hatch, I met.
Oh wait,
Sam Witwer, who was crashed down. Mark Shepard, I met him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll have to go through that.
Okay. I can buy a season on Google for $35. Okay. I just need to pick out which season. Which season are you going to get an episode from? Do you have any idea?
Not entirely, but
okay.
I will say I always liked that first episode, 33.
30. Yeah. Oh, the Olympic carrier.
Oh, man, that's an awesome episode. Like they show up every 33 minutes.
That piece for the Olympic carrier is gold, baby. Gold. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to watch 33?
Damn. No, you picked out 33, my friend. That was your pick.
Okay, 33 is my pick then.
Okay.
Oh, let me make sure I get that episode. Season 1. Okay. Now I'm going to have to get all the episodes. I'm going to have to download all of the new Battlestar Galactica, so I got to have it.
Where was the episode where the Model 6 came on to Galactica and Sharon shot her and the base ship jumped away and
now what say that okay, which one again now? Let me see.
The 6 model came onto Galactica to talk to Adama. Sharon met her in the hallway, shot her. When that happened, the base ship jumped away, and I think the president was on the base ship.
Dang, I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure when it was. 6.
I'm pretty sure it's the 4th episode. I mean, 4th season. Okay, let me try this different way.
So you say 4th? It was on the 4th season?
It was definitely the 4th season.
Season 4. Six of 1. Is that where? It's not the one where she gives them free will, though. That's something else. Okay.
No, I don't want the song. I want the instrumental version.
Should we? You want to end the stream?
We still talking, buddy?
What?
We still talking?
All right.
We conversing. Let's tell me.
You know what's a cool episode is when they
guess what's coming to dinner is the episode, season 4.
That's the one I was looking at too.
Okay.
7th episode of the 4th season.
Does the base ship jump back at the end of that episode?
According to the board of the Rosalind orders the hybrid to reconnect the base star system. As soon as the hybrid wakes up, it screams "jump," and the base star jumps away. Yeah, that's at the end. So you want to watch 33 and then.
Again, does the base ship return at the end of that episode though? Because Adama goes out to wait for him.
Yeah, this one it jumps away. So maybe it's the next episode. Sin qua non.
What's the synopsis for that episode?
The episode continues from the previous episode. Guess who's coming for dinner? With an injured Cylon Natalie being taken to sickbay. Okay, is Natalie? Yeah, Natalie's a 6. Despite Dr. Cottle's best efforts, Natalie's wounds prove to be fatal. She dies. Adama questions Athena regarding why she shot Natalie. Athena confesses to Adama about the visions she had. So it's like those two are kind of like very intertwined. But the whole series is like that. It's like every episode leads into the next.
Because when Rosalind comes back on the base ship and Adama's been waiting, we get a beautiful piece.
Yeah, he waits at the end.
Yeah.
Adama will no longer risk the remaining pilots of the fleet looking for Rosalind, hands over command to Ty, and takes a Raptor, remains behind. While he waits, he reads the charred copy of the Sea Rider Falcon he'd given Rosalind, which was recovered from a damaged Raptor.
Yeah, because we get this beautiful rendition of the Adama and Rosalind theme, which I absolutely love. Oh, God, I adore this to like no end. This is
when Apollo gets sworn in as president at that point, too.
This was like Jana's in my theme right here.
So which one do you want to watch? They're only 42 minutes apiece, so you could almost do three.
I guess the Hub.
You want to watch the Hub?
Season 4 episode. Just for this music right here. I mean, just this right here. Can y'all hear that?
Oh, it's when they're on the base star, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. Because they get reunited. Yeah. The Hub, do the Hub, which
that really was like Janice and my like theme.
The ninth episode of season 4.
Which number is it?
Ninth episode of season 4. Supposedly, that's what Wikipedia says.
Number 9.
There are 12 silent miles.
And we're doing 33 for you.
Yeah, which is episode 1,
season 1. Yeah.
Okay, I've downloaded those two.
Think we could squeeze in 3 episodes?
Sure.
That would be 4.
Do you have an idea which one? I like the one, I don't know what it's called, but remember the one where Starbuck's injured, she can't fly, and Lee has to lead the thing and blow up the
on the asteroid?
Yeah, the base.
Yeah, the battle on the asteroid? Yes. Yeah, I remember that episode. That's from season 1.
Was season 1?
Yeah, that was season 1.
Was it Hand of God?
I think so.
Yep, Hand of God. 10th episode, season 1.
All right, well, make it so, my friend.
I'm going to have to download every freaking episode now for my own benefit. Because I'm suddenly psyched for that show again. I loved all the girls on that show. Even Callie.
Lucy Lawless was on it.
Yep.
I always had the hots for Callie. Did you hear what happened to her in real life?
Yeah, she was part of the Nixium thing. And for what I understand, she was technically married to Allison Mack for a while.
Oh, I know. She got involved in some kind of sex cult. And I'm like, could you not get involved in my sex cult of one? I mean, I would have treated you much better and you would never have gone to jail.
I follow her on
I would follow her down the streets. Yes.
I follow her on Twitter. It's pretty good.
Is she still on Twitter?
Yeah, she's on Twitter. Nikki Klein.
Yeah. She's so cute. Anyways, everyone, before we prattle on about Battlestar Galactica all night, Everyone wish Boomer's mother a very happy birthday next week.
Thank you.
Big Al and I will be back with 3 episodes of Battlestar Galactica in what may be an ongoing series. We shall see. Adopts, don't stop. Keep listening to great film music. Thank you, everyone, for coming by, for subbing, subscribing, leaving comments, liking, and watching Rambo over 11,000 times. Thank you so much. It's very impressive. We'll see y'all next week, everyone. Take care.
So say we all.
So say we all. Damn Skippy.